Go ahead.
No, I was going to say what angers me even more is that they're getting fighting out of the game. And I've always been a fan of fighting. I'm sure you are as well, sort of old school hockey guys who grew up on fighting in the game. So I enjoy it in the game. I didn't necessarily like, and we've discussed this before, the sort of two enforcers out there who, the setup fight, and they just fought to fight and no reason other than that. But I do like fighting in the game, and they've basically gotten it out of the game because of concussions and all that you're seeing that's happening to some of these guys afterward. And I get it, but to me the much bigger issue are these headshots. These guys are taking them week in and week out, game in and game out, and the league is doing nothing. Who's running the player safety now? George Paros.
Yeah.
What is he doing? And I don't know if he's the guy making the decision or it's coming down from Bettman or whatever it is. But it's a joke that they're taking fighting out of the game, but meanwhile leaving these headshots in. The headshots are much worse damage being done to a flying elbow, to the chops, than it is to, for the fights where you rarely see somebody really take one flush on the face where you're knocking a guy out. I mean, it does happen. Don't get me wrong. But to me, the headshots and dangerous hits on players, defenseless players, are a much bigger issue, which is why I get angry with that. I'd rather they keep the fighting in and get rid of those headshots than the reverse. Because at least with the fighting, I found it a bit entertaining. Call me barbaric or what you want. But seeing those flying headshots and elbows to the chin, there's no entertainment value in that at all. So it's a bit ass backwards, from the NHL.
Well, and it's a double edge there because these guys will get away with the cheap shots, and then nobody on the team can go do anything because they're not allowed to fight these guys. And then everybody's wearing face shields now and everything. I think Doughty nailed it the other night. This is how I feel on it too. And after they played us, they went and played the Ducks, and I think McDavid, who fought Smith, he fought another guy, and they interviewed Doughty after the game, and he says, you got to have guys like that in the game. It still needs to be, because they asked him about fighting, should it still be in the game? And Doughty basically went straight out. He said, it's to keep these losers in check that are doing all the cheap shots and getting away with murder.
Yeah, you need to get those guys out of the game.
But that's what fighting always was years ago, KD. It was the way the players could police their own. It was they were the.
But it doesn't. You know what the thing is? It doesn't seem to matter. Like even if you have a guy on your team who can fight, like it seems like it doesn't matter. There were Ranger guys who were getting headhunted last year when like McLeod was on the team. It's not like he was stopping it. That when Tanner Glass was on the team, these morons were still doing it. So it's not even. You just got to get those guys out of the game. Like there's no need for it, or maybe not out of the game. Suspend the guy for 50 games. They won't do it anymore. But they just won't do it. I mean, do it once. Suspend the guy for 50 games once, it's gone. The elbowing is gone. Elbows to the head, the hits on the defensive player, they're gone. They refuse to do it. I for the life of me, I can't figure out why. I don't know if it's the the players union or what it is, but as soon as you actually start suspending these guys, real suspensions, not 2 games, 1 game, 50 games, then you'll get rid of it. I don't think it. To me, I haven't seen a team not do it because there's an enforcer on the ice. I've seen it too many times where the Rangers, again, whether it's McLeod or Glass or whatever terrible enforcer that we've had over the years recently, it doesn't deter anything. So the only thing that will are serious suspensions, and I don't know if we're ever going to see it.
No, you're not going to see it. I mean, it's more cut and dry to be able to get rid of. Fighters or goons or enforcers like that, because a guy like Matthews or Sidney Crosby or Capo Caco could any game they could turn around and elbow somebody out of frustration or whatever the heck it is. It's not going to change, unfortunately, and the only time anything changes, KD, is when somebody seriously gets injured, and until then, they're just rolling the dice every night. It falls back on the NHLPA. But this is a discussion for another podcast, my friend, because me and you could go on and on about it. It's a great topic, and it's something that the league has to deal with. Because, like I said, and you can't fight, and then, you're both wearing face shields and you're punching each other's helmets. You're destroying your hands. So it doesn't make any sense. But anyway, it is what it is. I digress. But hey, KD, do you have a Rangers man crush for us this week? What's the story?
Yes, I do, Paulie.
Well, get the hell out of here. Well, let's get it in.
My man crush of the week is it's a bunch of them. It's the citizens of Ireland.
Yes.
The citizens of Ireland apparently are huge listeners of the Go Rangers Radio podcast, because this week we were apparently the #1 hockey iTunes podcast in Ireland.
And we're still holding on to the #1 position. We're still there.
So Guinness for everybody on us.
That is great stuff, man. You can't make that up, man. It's just, that's super, man. Yeah, we're still there, man.
I saw your brother Sean tweeted at you. What is that? That's your family over there that's listening to us? Is that how we got so big over there?
Yeah, both my folks are from Dublin, Ireland, so yeah, we
there
got lots of family.
We got County Cuthbert over there following the Go Rangers Radio podcast. Good job.
Oh man, it's too good. Hey,
we'll send them some Jameson.
Yes,
thank you.
Cheers and slanta to all our listeners in Ireland. Hey, and everybody in the States here too, man. We cracked the top 20 again, 15. We can't thank everybody enough. And I think with that, KD, since we won't be back here next week because of Christmas, let's wish all our listeners, our supporters and fans, a very happy and healthy holiday. And thanks so much for the support. We're having fun, man, and I'm loving it. And we really appreciate everybody tuning in. And why don't you say a few words yourself there, KD?
Yeah, I mean, I could never, in my wildest dreams think that, this podcast would be doing this well, this quickly. I knew that Paulie and I would have a lot of fun doing it. I didn't know if anybody would actually want to listen. So to see that, to see us up on those charts is very gratifying. And we so appreciate, everybody listening week in and week out, and, going back and listening to some of the older shows on the archives to see what we got wrong is probably why people are looking back. Although Paulie, 4 for 4 on the California trip, where I called all 4 games.
Get out of here, DeLury.
No, I called all 4 games. I'm just going to point that out. And the week before that, I called 2 games as well. So I'm like 6 for 6 with my last 6 predictions. So I may not make another prediction for the rest of the year, so I could say I won 100%. But
how do you get to the doorways in your house, buddy?
But yeah, we're having a great time. We appreciate everybody listening. It means a lot to us. And yeah, definitely a happy holidays to everybody. Paulie and I were both at our daughter's holiday concerts tonight, so we had a little holiday cheer before the podcast tonight. So we hope everybody is enjoying their loved ones as well this holiday season.
Well put, KD. You have put the spirit of Christmas in my heart.
There you go. I should be like a holiday card, greeting writer.
Oh,
I put it together so perfectly.
Put down the White Claw, brother. All right,
Guinness. We drink Guinness now,
yes,
Paulie.
That's true.
Guinness.
Guinness and Black and Tans and Harps now in Carlsberg.
That's right.
Great stuff.
You gotta hook up that sponsorship with Guinness. Let's go.
I will. I'll send them the numbers and see what they say.
That's right.
All right.
We had 5 listeners in Ireland. We're #1.
We'll take them. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for listening. Say goodbye to the folks, KD.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays. All the best from us here, KD and Paulie. We really appreciate it. Enjoy, be safe, and hopefully get everything you asked for from Santa Claus. And hopefully get 6 wins before 2020. Let's go, Rangers!